Immaturity is at an all-time high. An all-time high. Everywhere you go, every time I walk outside, it never fails. I always see an immature person in full force. It never fails. And what a lot of it has to do, it has to do with discipline. People have a lack of discipline. People have a lack of control. People have a lack of maturity, which is the opposite of immaturity. People have no direction. People haven't gone through enough life lessons to know what's appropriate behavior. Just immature, just childlike behavior, like a child mentality. Every time I walk outside, and we already know online, that's not even a discussion there. No, not everybody, but the majority of people that I come across are just immature. There's no discipline. It's like with a lot of people, you don't know what to expect. You don't know if they're going to do the right thing or do the wrong thing. You know, when you come across people that you don't know whether they're going to do the right thing or the wrong thing, you have some type of suspicion, you know, and there's something in your gut saying something ain't right. Usually that person has a lot to work on internally. They have a lot of growing up to do. Usually that's the case. But just immature. Like you can be going in a parking spot and you going in the parking spot, and then somebody sees you go in there and wants to take it from you. So they try to squeeze in there and they already see you going in there. Just like that. It's immature. A mature person would say, oh, okay, he's getting that spot or she's getting that spot. I'll let him go ahead and get it. I'll go get that one over there. You see, just mature, just acting like a grown-up. When you can take your life lessons that you learn, apply it, and have appropriate behavior and have discipline, have some type of control about yourself. People have no control. There's no discipline. You see, it's just sporadic, erratic behavior. People have no discipline. Have no discipline. You know, you can be walking across the street and a driver sees you walk across the street and they still want to try to pass you, try to hit you almost. And a rising epidemic, and this goes with any age. You can be in your 20s, you can be in your 30s, you can be in your 40s, you can be in your 50s, you can be in your 60s, 70s, 80s, even older than that, and be immature. You see, and this is another reason why I don't have a lot of friends either. People have no discipline. It almost feels like I'm just surrounded by a big playground. That's how I feel sometimes at times in certain environments. You know, it's like man, people this acting so immature. It's so immature. It feels like I'm just in the playground, almost like I'm a babysitter trying to figure out what's going on with these children. It seems like people, when they get older, they get more childlike. They get more immature. It's supposed to be when you get older, you're supposed to get wiser. You're supposed to have more maturity when you get older. But in this generation, in this society, it seems to be going backwards. It seems like when people get older, the maturity goes down. It does the opposite. You see, but it all stems from a lack of discipline. When a person doesn't have any discipline, they're liable to do anything or say anything. There's no self-control. There's no discipline. It's like almost like a crazy house where you got to put people in straitjackets. You got to sit people down and show them what's right and wrong. That's what I'm seeing in society. It's like people is like walking around with no straitjackets, no discipline, just with sporadic, erratic behavior, and just running wild. Certain life lessons to make them just wake up and say, you know what? Man, now I can see that what I was doing was completely childish. Why would I do that? She was getting that item on the shelf. I should have just let her get the item. I didn't have to go in there and just snatch it from her. It's no common sense. People are walking around here with no common sense, man. No sense, man. People are liable to do anything. What it is, you don't know what people are thinking. You don't know what people have gone through in the past. You don't know what their background is like. You don't know what type of life lessons they've learned. You don't know what their parents have taught them or didn't teach them. It's so many things that can contribute to a person's immaturity. And look at what they're doing. See how they're behaving so it make you become a better person. You always want to be the bigger person in life, wherever you go. And if you're not the bigger person, you're the smaller person. You're the opposite. You're not the bigger person. You're not the mature person. You're the smaller, immature person. And you don't want to be like that. You don't want to leave that legacy. So it's something you want to look at. But this is Matt. And I'll see you in the next one.